Good morning. Karin Maestro here, a health coach, breast cancer survivor, and bounce back expert. Thank you for joining me here today. So today we're talking about whether you need to be concerned about environmental toxins or not. Well, the quick answer is yeah, especially if you're a breast cancer survivor looking to reduce your risk of reoccurrence, especially if you carry a gene like the BRCA gene, especially if you have a family history of diabetes, dementia, heart disease, or other cancers. These are things that environmental toxins can cause. So is this relevant to you? Yeah, especially if you're choosing to live a life of health rather than walking towards disease. And this is one of the reasons that I talk about this a lot in my coaching practice, because it's one of those things that there's something that we can do about it, right? So that's always what I like to focus on, are the things that we can control in our life. So looking at things like our food, looking at how we manage our stress, how we prioritize taking care of ourselves, and how we create a healthy home environment with fewer toxic chemicals. And all of this combined helps to reduce our risk of reoccurrence for breast cancer, helps to reduce our risk for other serious diseases like the ones I just mentioned, and also helps us have more energy, better skin, lose weight, sleep better, and so many more things. So here's an interesting little fact for you. Did you know that the average person is carrying around approximately 10 pounds of toxin, what we call a toxic load, right? The effect that toxic chemicals have had on our body. Now that's got you thinking a little bit, because you're like, that last 5 or 10 pounds is always the hardest to lose, right? More than likely, you're carrying around some toxic load. So this is what I do, right? And first of all, I just want to show you, I've got a few of my toxin books behind me here. So I want you to know that I kind of geek out on this stuff a little bit. Not a little bit. I geek out on this stuff a lot. And I did even more so after my breast cancer diagnosis, because I knew that I could do more than I was already doing. I was already eating great organic food. I was already cognizant of my personal care products and what I was putting on my body. But here's the deal. I was not necessarily using products in my home that were safer, either for cleaning or for storage or anything like that. So I made a whole bunch of switches after my breast cancer diagnosis, when I was promising myself that I was going to do everything that I could to not get this disease again. So I take this pretty seriously, but here's the deal, right? I geek out on this stuff. I read so much. I've taken courses from environmental toxin experts like Laura Adler and other big mentors in this realm. And I do all of this so that you don't have to, so that I can break it down into little bite-sized nuggets for you guys with just kind of the action points, the bits that are relative to you. Because, I mean, I don't know, do you want to read all of this? So here's some great reading in case you do. The Toxin Solution by Joseph Pizzorno. He is he started Bastyr University in Washington State. This is an amazing book, Not Just a Pretty Face by Stacy Malkin. Really goes into the cosmetic industry. I study at length non-toxic beauty, and I follow industry leaders who are talking about this. And then, of course, it's not just about less toxins in. What did I say about that 10 pounds of toxins that we're carrying around? We have to learn how to detox our bodies. So our liver is our detoxification. And I don't want you to be scared by the word detox. I think sometimes we think of detox as something that needs to be a really big, drastic change in our life. I want you to know that every single day, your body naturally detoxes. We are supposed to, so that we're not carrying around all of these toxins, so that we're not getting sick from toxins. But what happens is when we're overloaded by these toxins, as most of us are, our liver starts to get, I use the term gunked up because I think it makes sense, right? Our liver gets gunked up and it can't function properly. That's where doing some kind of detoxification process, and if you want to learn more about that, please just shoot me a DM. But if you want, so we have to be aware of what's going on in the liver. So this is one of my latest readings. So I don't expect you to go away and read all of this. Like I said, I've done the reading for you. But so I want you to keep your eyes peeled. If this is tweaking an interest in you, if you're saying, you know what, I've kind of been hearing about this stuff, but it feels so overwhelming and I don't know what to do about it, stay tuned because I'm going to be breaking it down for you over the next couple of days. And then I've got some exciting news coming next week. But as with everything, it doesn't have to be intimidating because I truly do believe that staying healthy, reducing our risk of reoccurrence does not need to be intimidating. And I do all of this crazy reading and more, maybe because I'm a little cuckoo. But no, I do it because not only do I want to learn for myself, but I want to learn for you so that I can help you to be healthier, to walk towards health and not disease, to not get breast cancer again if you're a breast cancer survivor, if you're a BRCA gene carrier, so that you don't have to, because you're sitting there with this time bomb, right, as a BRCA gene carrier, which I also am, that doesn't just trigger breast cancer, but ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, melanoma, and eye cancer. So reducing these toxic chemicals that can trigger these diseases in your body is crucial. It really is. So, like I said, I'm going to be breaking it down for you, making it much more simple, much more comprehensible. You don't have to go do all this reading. Just leave that to me. And I will be sharing more about it in the coming days. But if you are interested in learning more about what you can do to remove those toxins from your body, let me know. Shoot me a message. Raise your hand down below. Let me know. Because it truly is, like I said, something that I'm very passionate about, because I think it's something that we don't always know about, that we don't realize the impact that all of this is having. We don't know that between 100,000 and 150,000 chemicals are in existence, and less than 200 of these chemicals have ever been tested for safety. So wrap your head around that. And I'm talking chemicals that are in our food, our beauty products, our skincare, our sunscreen, our furniture, our clothes, plastics, water. So many different places. And when we know that the average American, under normal circumstances, not under COVID circumstances, under normal circumstances, spends 70% of their time in their home. I'm going to say that you get to make some really massive choices, deciding on what you want for your health and well-being. You get to make these choices. You are empowered to do so. Because I think so often when we think about environmental toxins, we're thinking what's going on out in the world, right? Pollution, air quality, stuff like that. Yeah, that's relevant. We, as a single human being, may or may not be able to impact that. But you can absolutely have an impact on what's going on in your body, in your home. And that's what I want to teach you, how to take control of that, how to know how to make the decisions for you so that you can make both an empowered and an educated choice about what you want to choose to do, not just for you, but for your family. So this is all really important. And this is why it's one of the, my pillars of wellness that I talk about in my coaching practice, because it was these shifts that I made after my breast cancer diagnosis that truly changed the game. Right? So just let me know if this is something that you're interested in, if you want to learn more, if you're curious. And like I said, I'm going to be sharing some more about this, but I hope it's something that you're all interested in, especially if you are a breast cancer survivor looking to stay healthy and reduce your risk of reoccurrence. Super, super important. Okay. Bye for now, guys. Have an amazing day. I hope this has been interesting and kind of piqued your interest a little bit. It's not just about sunscreen. It's not just about makeup. It's about so much more than that. And I think you'll see that over the coming days. So I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.